What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So most of you guys have probably seen some type of clips, interviews, footage of Saul Canelo Alvarez. Yesterday he had his media day out in Big Bear. He's training at Shane Mosley's gym. Um, he looks like he's in great shape. He looks like he's ready. He looks focused. He was doing some work on the heavy bag. I've seen a lot of footage, but a lot of people were impressed with him on the heavy bag. He looked sharp. He looked strong. He was moving the bag. I don't know exactly how much the bag is that he was using. I know some people are getting a little overboard, like that's a 500-pound bag and shit. They don't know what they're talking about. It wasn't a 500-pound bag, but he did look good. He looked sharp again. He looked focused, and he's taking his training hard. And it is really good to see a young athlete, a young boxer, unlike his Mexican native, Chavez Jr., who seems to be lackadaisical and gaining a bunch of weight. It's good to see a young fighter taking it serious and really doing what he has to do for the biggest fight of his life. The polar opposite would be someone like Chavez Jr., who had his biggest fight of his career against Sergio Martinez and was smoking weed. He was waking up at 5 p.m. and eating Lucky Charms and all kinds of shit. His corner was giving him advice, namely his father was offering him advice, a former fighter, a legendary fighter. He didn't seem too interested. He was hopping in the pool on the 24/7. He left Freddie Roach hanging at the gym and didn't show. He was doing his own makeshift like workouts at the house and moving couches and stuff like that. Then you have Canelo, who is an equally big star, if not bigger, and he's not acting like a prima donna. He's acting like he's on his Rocky Balboa mission, where he's training hard and out in Big Bear with the higher altitude. So again, this is really great stuff, especially from someone so young. Canelo does have the demeanor of an older fighter, like he's like an old soul. He really doesn't act like it's the age. I think, like if you watch just a lot of behind the scenes, there's a lot of different fighters, a lot of American fighters, a lot of European fighters who were on top and they didn't take their career seriously. Gavin Reese, Ricky Hatton, those dudes claim that they would balloon up in weight and they were partying too hard. Zab Judah at a point in time said he was partying too hard. And from everything that I've heard about Canelo, it seems like he's really focused and taking things serious, taking his career serious. So it's always respectable. Anybody who dedicates themselves to their craft, I tip my hat to them. The only other thing that I will comment on this video that I read in comments on YouTube and other boxing forums is Canelo looked good on the heavy bag, so people are taking that out of context. That's good to look good in the heavy bag, but in the words of Bruce Lee, boards don't hit back, and in this case, bags don't hit back. So it's going to be an interesting fight to see how he does against an elusive opponent like Mayweather, someone who's seasoned and experienced. Because again, the heavy bag, that's good, but it did look like he was having some kind of stamina issues, like he was focusing on his power. He looked good in doing it, but he does not want to gas out against a guy like Floyd Mayweather, because again, if you exert all your energy and plan A doesn't work, what are you going to do? Like if just your power alone and your speed, and I do think he has underrated speed, if that doesn't work, are you going to get frustrated? What are you going to do? What's your backup plan? So I wouldn't go in there just thinking you're going to bully this dude. I think people underestimate Floyd Mayweather's strength based on he doesn't have like a high KO ratio in the welterweight division or whatever the situation is. But I think he's a physically strong dude where you can't strength. There's all types of strength. You have like raw, natural, brute strength, like people like Mike Tyson, Gennady Golovkin, Lucas Matisse. I mean, these guys just have brute strength. Like they have the strength, like barbaric strength, to just punch you. Every punch hurts. Edwin Valero, another fighter, with just brute strength. But there's also strength where you just can't be walked down easily. Like somebody can't, like if someone were to push you, you could push them off of you and different stuff like that. So people go solely based on like KO ratios and stupid shit like that, but strength is more than that. And I think people underestimate Floyd's strength because he is a smaller welterweight, but you could see he's in there with people like Victor Ortiz and Robert Guerrero, people that look bigger than him. And if it's so easy, then they should be able to walk him down, kind of do like Tyson Fury did to Cunningham and just bully him and then knock him out. That's what they should be able to do. So I don't think that's a wise game plan for anybody, just thinking they're going to go in there and impose their size, and that's all that is needed to beat him. I think that's been tried time and time again. So, like I said, it's going to be a good fight. As far as the heavy bag, he looked good on it, but I'm interested to see how Canelo looks against an actual moving target that hits back. Nonito Donaire, I've seen him in training, and he was looking real good on the heavy bag. He was throwing some thundering blows, and he got in there with Rigondeaux, and it was a different story. Rigondeaux, the Jackal, was very elusive, caused him to have to track him down, and he couldn't really hone in on him. So I'm anxious to see how Canelo looks. Definitely underrated in certain departments, but we'll see. September 14th, it goes down. Let me know what you guys think. If you have seen Canelo's training, what are your predictions for the fight? As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video's Ego signing off.